Hi, I'm Lauren from LJA McTimoney Animal Chiropractic, and I've joined up with Mandy from AP Equine and Canine to produce a series of pole work exercise how-to videos. You'll have to excuse some of the footage. Storm Callum decided to give us a helping hand on a very wet and windy Saturday morning. We've used two quite different horses throughout our series of videos. This is Roo, a 5-year-old warm blood cross Frisian gelding who is quite a laid-back lad. He's not been broken in very long, so he's still learning the basics. Then we have Vogue, a 9-year-old thoroughbred cross cob mare who, despite being broken in a little bit later in life, is more established in her work, but can be a little bit over-enthusiastic at times. Both horses only have a little experience with pole work, so demonstrate how easily even green horses take to these tasks. In our third video of the pole work series, we are upping the complexity with the Zigzag setup, just to get your brain sticking. To set this up, use multiple poles as shown to create a zigzag. The angles of the poles can be varied. I like to use roughly 90 degrees and keep the angle consistent through the setup. This is best arranged down the centre line of the school so that there is plenty of room either side. Now this setup has multiple applications, both therapeutically and in training. From a therapy point of view, we are looking to increase lateral flexibility, core strength and activation, proprioception, straightness and suppleness. Again, this exercise can be done ridden or on the ground, so can be adapted to suit horses at various stages of rehabilitation and training. From a training point of view, in addition to the therapeutic benefits, this exercise is great at getting the attention of sharp horses or for those that tend to rush and ignore their rider. There is a lot to look at, so your horse must listen to you, otherwise they run the risk of getting in quite a muddle. It also works the horses on both reins evenly whilst constantly changing the rein. Introduce your horse to the setup gently by taking them over small parts of it. It can be a lot for them to take in initially if they are not used to seeing so many poles together. Once they are competently picking their way through, then begin. Exercise 1. Walk or trot straight down through the centre of the setup. Don't worry about the distances, as 12-foot poles set at 90 degrees will be correct. Remember not to try and hold the horse together too much and allow him to find his own way through the poles. Secondly, ride a serpentine through each corner of the zigzag. Depending on your horse's strength, you may need to support them with your outside aids to prevent them from drifting out through the shoulder. Try to ride the point of which the horse steps over the pole straight before changing the rein. Thirdly, here is the complicated one, which young Roo is given a go. Riding perpendicular to each pole, followed by a 10-metre circle to line up for the next. The horse is having to listen to the rider for instruction at each turn. The constant changing of direction is asking for softness and flexion. His core is activated to achieve this, and both reins are having to work. Not to mention that his limbs have increased flexion, his brain is engaged, and he is having to step under himself. In our demonstration with green horses, we have kept the poles on the ground and used only walk and trot. If you wanted to advance the setup, the poles can be raised at either or both ends, no more than a foot in height. Exercises 2 and 3 can be done in canter, whilst asking the horse to change their canter lead as they change direction over the pole. Always remember, please consult your equine therapist or professional where appropriate before introducing your horse to pole exercises, as they are not always suitable in every case.